Jack London, The Little Lady of the Big House, Part 32. He had learned to sit silent and to think while cowmen talked alone about the campfire and the chuck wagon, and by virtue of name and place, he sought and obtained interviews with professors and college presidents and practical men of affairs, and he listened to their talk through many hours, scarcely speaking, rarely asking a question, merely listening to the best they had to offer, content to receive from several such hours one idea, one fact that would help him to decide what sort of an education he would go in for and how. Then came the engaging of coaches. Never was there such an engaging and discharging, such a hiring and firing. He was not frugal in the matter. For one that he retained a month or 3 months, he discharged a dozen on the first day or the first week, and invariably he paid such discharges a full month, although their attempts to teach him might not have consumed an hour. He did such things fairly and grandly because he could afford to be fair and grand. He who had eaten the livings from firemen's pails in round houses and scoffed Mulligan steers at water tanks, had learned thoroughly the worth of money. He bought the best with the sure knowledge that it was the cheapest. A year of high school physics and a year of high school chemistry were necessary to enter the university. When he had crammed his algebra and geometry, he sought out the heads of the physics and chemistry departments in the University of California. Professor Carey laughed at him at the first. "My dear boy," Professor Carey began. Dick waited patiently till he was through. Then Dick began and concluded. "I'm not a fool, Professor Carey. High school and academy students are children. They don't know the world. They don't know what they want or why they want what is ladled out to them. I know the world. I know what I want and why I want it. They do physics for an hour twice a week for 2 terms, which with 2 vacations occupy 1 year. You are the top teacher on the Pacific Coast in physics. The college year is just ending. In the first week of your vacation, giving every minute of your time to me, I can get the year's physics. What is that week worth to you? You could not buy it for $1,000, Professor Carey rejoined, thinking he had settled the matter. I know what your salary is, Dick began. What is it? Professor Carey demanded sharply. It's not 1,000 a week, Dick retorted as sharply. It's not 500 a week, nor 250 a week. He held up his hand to stall off interruption. You've just told me I could not buy a week of your time for $1,000. I'm not going to, but I'm going to buy that week for 2,000. Heavens, I've only got so many years to live. And you can buy years? Professor Carey queried slyly. Sure, that's why I'm here. I buy 3 years in one, and the week from you is part of the deal. But I have not accepted, Professor Carey laughed. If the sum is not sufficient, Dick said stiffly, why name the sum you consider fair? And Professor Carey surrounded. So did Professor Barsdale, head of the Department of Chemistry. Already had Dick taken his courses in mathematics, duck hunting for weeks in the slots of the Sacramento and the San Joaquin. After his bout with physics and chemistry, he took his two courses in literature and history into the Curry County hunting region of southwestern Oregon.